"There she is," Mimi said loudly. "It's about time you joined us, sweetie. I thought you might have skipped out on tonight's festivities with a hot date." "I'll see you later," Emily said to Kylie, before joining her family. "Sure," said Kylie, a sly smile on her face. As her best friend, and knowing Emily's family as she did, Kylie knew it would be almost impossible for her to have a minute to socialize with her friends for the rest of the evening. Taking her by the arm and leading her to the opposite side of the lodge, Mimi began to tease Emily about hot dates, of which she'd had none in months. Yes, she dated, but no one had struck her as the one, and she refused to settle for second best. Approaching 30, she'd become sensitive whenever the words date or boyfriend and the forbidden word marriage just so happened to come up in conversation, which was more often than not these days. Most of her conversations were between her mother and Mimi, and always when Emily was within earshot, but never actually directed to her, though Mimi often got a little dig in whenever she could. They weren't hateful in any way, just suggestive hints. She knew they were all counting on her to continue the family line, as she was an only child. Plus, she wasn't getting any younger. With the upcoming holidays, she knew her family's matchmaking skills would be in full force right after the family celebrated Thanksgiving Day. Then her mother would begin hosting dozens of Christmas parties for her charities, her book club, her yoga class, Mimi's card ladies, and on and on. Though there was never a lack of excuses to throw a party, Emily's distaste for the weekly Christmas parties had gone south the first year after she finished college. That was when her mother had announced Emily's engagement to Harold Wilson. Emily hadn't even liked Harold that much. They were sort of friends. They rode the ski lift together now and then. They had attended the same high school. The downside was that Harold's mother, Lucille Wilson, was her mom's best friend. Apparently, Harold had told his mother he was going to ask Emily to marry him on Christmas Eve.